Beyond the Gates, spoilers for Wednesday, the 4th of March, 2026, teases that Monica walks in and Ted freezes because the accomplished head of oncology standing in front of him is not just some respected doctor. She is Shanice's aunt. And the shift in the room is immediate. Awkward, electric, Shanice glowing with pride as she introduces Monica with a voice that almost trembles from admiration, saying this is her aunt, this is the woman who leads an oncology department, this is the woman she looks up to, and Ted clearly did not expect that the family of the woman he cares about would arrive wrapped in such authority and intelligence and presence. Shanice is thrilled. She cannot hide it. She stands taller beside Monica, speaking quickly, explaining her aunt's achievements, her leadership, the patience she has guided through darkness. And Ted nods, maybe too stiffly, because this is not just a family meeting. This feels like an evaluation, like an exam he did not study for, and Monica watches him with eyes that miss nothing. Shanice herself had not known Monica was coming. That surprise still lingers on her face, a mix of joy and confusion because Monica never travels without warning. She is organized, disciplined, always scheduled months in advance. So this sudden appearance feels meaningful, maybe urgent, maybe emotional. And for a brief moment, Shanice lets herself believe her aunt came just for her, just to see her, to check on her life, to see who she is becoming. But then Monica gently drops the other truth. She is leaving tomorrow. It is a short visit. There is another appointment she cannot cancel, another commitment waiting, and that tiny detail punctures Shanice's excitement. They only have hours, not days. Hours that suddenly feel fragile and too small. Still, Shanice clings to the time they do have. She asks questions, she laughs, she reaches for Monica's hand as if to anchor her in place. Monica explains she has a meeting scheduled, and when Ted's name comes up, there is a flicker of calculation in her gaze. Shanice does not notice at first. She is too busy soaking in her aunt's presence, but there is something else happening under the surface. Monica did not just appear to hug her niece and disappear. There is intention here. And then the thread tightens because Anita is in the middle of her escalating chemotherapy, her body tired, her spirit strong but shaken, and the idea of Monica, the respected oncology chief. Crossing paths with her is not coincidence. It feels like fate pressing two storylines together. Someone arranged it. Someone made sure the introduction would happen. It does not take long to sense that Shanice may have been the quiet architect of this meeting, doing what she always does, caring without demanding credit, connecting people in ways that protect them. She likely told Anita about her aunt, likely mentioned Monica's expertise, and when Monica arrived in town, Shanice probably saw an opportunity she could not ignore. Anita, worn but dignified, meets Monica with visible relief. There is something grounding about speaking to someone who understands the disease not just clinically, but strategically, someone who sees the larger landscape of treatment and survival. Anita has been enduring harsher rounds of chemotherapy, each cycle heavier than the last, the side effects piling up, fatigue settling into her bones, and she needs reassurance that there are options, that there are paths forward beyond what she currently endures. Monica listens carefully, asking precise questions, not overwhelming Anita, but not sugarcoating anything either. There is respect in her tone. There is professional admiration too. Monica brings up Anita's interview, the one where Anita spoke openly about her cancer journey, about fear and resilience, and the desire to protect her family from the emotional weight of illness. Monica says she was impressed, genuinely impressed, by the way Anita reached people, how many viewers likely felt less alone because of her words. Anita absorbs that compliment quietly, almost shyly, because she never saw herself as brave, she simply spoke the truth. But hearing a specialist validate her impact means something. It shifts her posture. It steadies her. Then Monica hands Anita a business card. Simple gesture, heavy meaning. She tells her she is available, that if Anita ever wants another opinion or simply a conversation about treatment direction, she should not hesitate. There is no pressure, just openness. Anita holds that card like a small lifeline, a symbol that she is not trapped inside one narrow path of care. In the same breath, Monica mentions Naomi. She does it almost casually, saying she has heard interesting things about her, that she seems remarkable, that intelligence and strength clearly run in the family. Anita smiles at that, proud as always when it comes to her grandchildren, but something about Monica's tone edges toward deeper territory, like she is about to say more. Something specific, something that might crack open a topic Anita is not yet prepared for. Before that line can be crossed, Shanice intervenes smoothly, reminding Monica about her appointment with Ted, nudging her toward the exit with polite urgency. The timing is too perfect to be accidental. Shanice exhales once they step away. She knows what she just prevented. Anita is currently clinging to the comfort that her grandchildren may never face what she is enduring, that perhaps her cancer is an isolated tragedy rather than a hereditary shadow. Meanwhile, Naomi has quietly begun investigating her own risk, exploring whether genetics may link her to Anita's diagnosis, and she is not ready to reveal that fear to Jacob, not ready to widen the circle of worry beyond Ashley and Shanice. The secrecy feels heavy but necessary. Anita does not need that burden right now. Shanice believes that firmly. During work hours, Shanice suggests Ted and Monica go to a nearby cafe and talk while they wait for her shift to end. It sounds practical, harmless even, but beneath that suggestion is strategy. Shanice knows her aunt will want time alone with Ted. She knows Monica will assess him the way she assesses complex cases, calmly but thoroughly. Better it happens in a neutral space, over coffee, rather than in a hallway under fluorescent lights. At the cafe, Monica wastes no time. She asks Ted about his intentions with Shanice, about how serious he is, about what long-term means to him. Her voice is not hostile, but it is unwavering. She makes it clear that Shanice is not someone to experiment with, not someone to hurt while figuring out feelings. Ted senses the protective force behind her questions. He answers carefully, explaining his commitment, his respect, his awareness that Shanice deserves stability and honesty. Monica watches his eyes, his posture, the pauses between his words. She has seen too many families fracture under stress not to recognize warning signs. She reminds him directly that if he plans to build something lasting with Shanice, then he must be consistent, transparent, dependable, no sudden disappearances, no emotional games. Shanice has enough complexity in her life with Anita's illness and Naomi's hidden fears. She does not need romantic instability layered on top. Ted accepts that warning. Whether from sincerity or pressure, he agrees. Monica does not fully soften, but she nods once, a provisional acknowledgement that he may pass for now. Back at the hospital, Anita replays her conversation with Monica. There was hope in it, subtle but present. The idea that someone with Monica's expertise could review her case, maybe suggest adjustments, maybe recommend trials or alternative regimens, opens a door Anita did not know she could knock on. The chemotherapy is growing harsher, her body reacting more intensely, and the possibility of guidance from someone at the top of the field feels like light cutting through dense fog. Anita also cannot shake the moment when Monica mentioned Naomi. It lingers at the edge of her thoughts. Was there more behind that comment? Was there information she does not have? But exhaustion pulls her back, reminding her that she cannot chase every shadow right now. She chooses gratitude instead. Gratitude for Shanice's kindness, because deep down she suspects her granddaughter arranged this meeting. Gratitude for the chance encounter that may not have been chance at all. Shanice, meanwhile, carries dual relief and anxiety. Relief that she protected Naomi's secret for now. Anxiety that secrets rarely stay contained. Naomi is still researching, still reading about genetic testing, still debating whether to tell Jacob. The weight of inherited risk feels enormous, almost unfair. Shanice supports her quietly, promising to stand beside her whatever she decides. But she also knows that if Anita discovers the truth accidentally, the emotional fallout could be worse than a planned confession. Monica's presence in town is brief but catalytic. In a matter of hours, she has inserted herself into multiple fault lines. She has offered Anita professional support that could alter the course of treatment. She has warned Ted that Shanice's heart is not negotiable. She has nearly exposed Naomi's hidden investigation, and she has reminded Shanice that family can be both comforting and intrusive, loving and probing at the same time. When Monica prepares to leave the next day, Shanice feels that familiar ache of short visits ending too soon. Yet there is something steadier between them now. Monica did not come merely to say hello. She came to evaluate, to protect, to extend resources. Before departing, she squeezes Shanice's hands and tells her she is proud of the woman she is becoming. The words land deep. Anita later studies Monica's card again, considering whether to open that next chapter of consultation. The fight against cancer is relentless, and any ally matters. The thought that Monica might guide her through this brutal phase offers a fragile but real sense of control. Ted reflects on his conversation at the cafe, aware that he has been measured and not entirely dismissed. He understands now that loving Shanice means standing up not only to circumstances, but to the scrutiny of those who cherish her. Monica's warning echoes in his mind: do not hurt her, do not waver. And Naomi, still silent about her genetic fears, continues to research in the quiet of her room, the glow of her screen illuminating questions she is not ready to voice. She does not know how long she can keep this from Anita. She does not know whether Monica suspects more than she revealed. What she does know is that the shadow of illness has already reshaped their family, and the possibility of inheritance makes it heavier. In the end, Monica's unexpected arrival sets everything in motion without exploding anything outright. It is quieter than a scandal, but no less intense. A proud niece introducing her brilliant aunt, a cancer patient finding unexpected hope, a boyfriend being tested, a secret nearly uncovered, threads crossing in tight spaces, pulling tighter with each passing hour. And even as Monica leaves town, the consequences of her visit linger, subtle but powerful.